All right, so we're at Randy's house. We're with part of the Commune team, Steven and Matt, Randy, and we wanted to create some videos around questions we've been getting asked, and a lot of it has been debt. How do I get out of debt? When can I start investing? What does real estate investing really mean? And so we came to Randy's, and it's funny because I don't think I've ever filmed anything with Randy, and he's been the guy who has taught me everything about this. He's been like instrumental in my kind of life, and I always talk about him. So this is gonna be the first time having him involved in videos, and we're just gonna talk about money and hopefully help you guys get a better understanding of how to use it. For everybody who deals with debt or being in debt, do you think it's better for them to pay off their debt before they invest into things, or do they invest and still have debt and try to make a greater return on investing than they're paying in interest?
Pay off the debt. And
Always.
it depends on the type of debt, right? For sure, consumer credit cards, that kind of stuff, high interest rates, you gotta pay that off. Think about it, you're paying 19% on a credit card. Investments aren't a guaranteed 19%. You pay off your debt, you're guaranteed 19% more in your pocket. So, consumer credit cards, there's a bigger conversation you could have about education, housing, or debt that's tied to assets. You can expand that a little bit, but in general, you want to be as debt-free as possible. That's bondage, right? So you're going to be able to make better investment decisions the less debt you have.
And you just went through that, right?
Yeah, so I'd make the decision with my student debt. Do I, with this, my first job, start saving up some money? Do I kill that debt, or do I go into kind of the investment mode and say, okay, can I make that spread between my 3% student loan debt, or could I make 8% in the stock market, or whatever that investment may be, right? And with that same thought process, I was like, okay, let's kill this debt, then I can go straight into investing, just with that not holding me down, or in the back of my mind that what if this investment doesn't work? It was just easy to just go headstrong, straight into it.
So what do you see being the biggest thing that gets kids in trouble with credit cards?
It's easy. It's easy to spend. You don't actually have to keep track of the amount of money you're actually spending on a daily basis, right? Whereas if you're taking money out of your checking account, going to the ATM, you're watching that kind of tick down. Whereas when you're just spending, you're just swipe, swipe, swipe. And all of a sudden you get to the end of the month and go, oh wow, I spent all the money out of my checking account and I still got this credit card to pay. You're upside down right there.
And if you get in the psychology of it, I know that the same thing with casinos.
Yeah.
They make you switch actual dollars into the chips, just like credit cards give you the card, because it's different when you're giving the card or pushing the chips out on the table than it is by taking $5 out of your wallet and handing it.
And it's the same thing too. I remember my dad telling me coming out of high school, going into college, you understanding that, okay, here's a credit card, it's going to charge you 26%. So if you buy something for $100, it's actually costing you $126, if
Right.
not more, the longer that you hold on to that debt.
Yep.
And just basic things like that can get you got me into trouble for sure. Not on a grand scale, but as a sophomore in college, going, oh wow, I have $1,500 worth of debt, within a couple months.
So I think it all comes down to the principle of if you can't afford it, don't buy it, right?
Yeah, and we have tools today, more than ever before, right? You can look at your credit card balance with just pushing your thumb against the phone. People don't do it though, right? They lose track, they just keep spending, and then they become complacent ultimately, right? It's like, well, I already paid that 26% last month, so what if it's another? And then it starts compounding. And compound interest is beautiful when you're investing, horrifying when you're in debt.